This class that we brought in, it's a pretty unique class in the sense that they are all high school players. But my MO, I'd rather go that way and only bring in a junior college player if needed. And we went away from that only in 1 year, primarily because uh, the whole front line was depleted in 1 year. A year ago, we lost all our front liners. And now we had to regroup that, and bringing all freshmen in is going to be hard to compete at the level we wanted to compete. So we went a direction. We added a couple of junior college players to help us in that area, and that after doing that, we felt that wasn't what the group of kids we wanted to do was the right direction to go. In our first year, I thought that was the way mid-level should be. I mean, you need to bring in transfers that are quality transfers that can play for you. The key is finding those quality transfers, number one, and number two, having the aid to bring them in is another thing. Well, Tremaine is a very versatile player. I mean, he can play all three positions. He handles the ball, he shoots the ball, he passes the ball, he can rebound the ball, and he's got good size. All we have to do is add a little weight to him, and now he's he's exactly what we need out there. And he can run, and he can do all those things. And the one thing that he really impressed me with this summer was his athleticism. I didn't know he had that type of athleticism. When I seen that, I said, "Whoa, boy! We really have to recruit this kid even harder." He's a four-man that can run the floor, space the floor. He's a very good passer. He can rebound the basketball. He's an okay shooter. So he can stretch the floor a little bit too. And if you put him inside, he can also do a few things inside. So I think what makes him different than most is his athleticism and his quickness. With that, when you put him inside, he's probably a very effective post guy with his quickness. You take him on the outside, he can guard an outside guy, and he can score from the outside. So Charlie is a special kid. We're pretty fortunate to be able to get a kid like that here because Wisconsin and this area schools didn't want him to leave there. I mean, the worst way. This was literally the best point guard in Wisconsin. They didn't want that to happen. We came in there at a time when he was young, when he was just ending his sophomore year, and to be honest with you, the only reason why I came in there was because when I seen him, the flare hit me. He looked just like Earl Boykins out there. I said, "Whoa, man!" And I done seen a lot of little kids. I mean, little players, smaller players, and I never compared them to Earl because they're not the same. But when I seen this kid, I seen similarities. I said, "Whoa, man! I never thought I'd see this again." He's as big as Shelvin Mack right now, and he's got the body. He's got that, but his athleticism is, I'm gonna tell you, twice of his. This boy is an athlete.
Look, I hope it's not.
But let me give you this: the uniqueness of him that I loved about him when I seen him. His strength is shooting the three-pointer. Now, I told you all the athleticism and all that stuff. His strength is shooting the three-pointer. Now, it's hard to find an athlete that can shoot the three-pointer. They're usually, skilled type players that stand still, shoot these kind of things. But when you can find one that's a great athlete that can shoot the three, that tells us we're moving in the right direction. Well, Marlon Mason is an athlete. He's young. He just turned 17. And he got a size 16 shoot. Now, I don't know. You start adding all that up, that could be something really special. I just think his future's all ahead of him.